kid. Don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life.
Hey K-pop lovers! You're tuned in to K-pop Fair, where every story hits your heart like your favorite beat. What if the quietest gestures tell the loudest stories? When two people don't need words to communicate, but their silence speaks volumes. What does that reveal? Today, we dive into the moments that fans can't stop talking about. Taehyung and Jungkook, whose connection seems to be written in every glance, every laugh, every unspoken detail. Taehyung, Jungkook, and Hobi were recently spotted shopping together. A moment captured in a casual photo posted by Hobi himself. At first glance, it looks ordinary. Three friends enjoying their time. But for those who've been following closely, it's a subtle confirmation of the rumors swirling weeks before, that Taehyung and Jungkook had been seen together in Los Angeles. Remember the girl who promised to drop a video on Jungkook's birthday as proof she saw them? In the end, that video wasn't even necessary. Because when it comes to Taehyung and Jungkook, the truth always finds its way out naturally. They don't need others to confirm what their own actions already show. And that's the fascinating part. Time and time again, these two have left behind traces of their bond. Sometimes intentional, sometimes accidental. But always undeniable. Their story isn't told through staged performances. It's woven into the most natural, unplanned moments. Take the photo where Jungkook was caught taking a picture of Taehyung. What fans noticed wasn't just the act itself, but the expression on Taehyung's face. Soft, playful, almost sulking in that way only Jungkook seems to bring out of him. It wasn't just a picture. It was a story frozen in time. Theories came pouring in, some saying there were staff around, others insisting the photo was staged. But look closely. In the frame, it's just them. No distractions. No background noise. Just a glimpse into a private moment that feels far more personal than posed. And this isn't new. Over the years, speculation has tried to blur what's already clear. Their closeness doesn't need validation. With or without a crowd, their connection is visible. What they share isn't about proving anything. It's about being themselves together. Even something as small as a hat sparked debate. Fans wondered if Jungkook avoided wearing one because Taehyung had worn it first. Some spun this into theories about distance. But the truth? A hat doesn't mean anything when there are years of shared trust, laughter, and memories behind them. Like that moment when Jungkook used Taehyung's phone to take a picture. Something you only do when there's comfort, when boundaries don't really exist anymore. Or the time Taehyung casually logged out of Jungkook's account during a stream, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. This isn't just friendship. It's trust in its purest form. They've swapped clothes, accessories, even moments that others might guard tightly. And none of it feels forced. None of it feels like performance. Some fans demand constant proof. Holding hands, public displays, daily updates. But Taehyung and Jungkook have never been ones to play by those rules. They reveal what they want, when they want, how they want. On their own terms. That's why the smallest details matter more than grand gestures. A look across the room. A quiet laugh that no one else understands. A touch on the shoulder that seems to say, "I've got you." These are the signals that paint a bigger picture than any rumor ever could. Before performances, cameras have caught Taehyung leaning toward Jungkook, not for the spotlight, but to share a quiet word or reassurance. Jungkook, in turn, has offered his steady presence, sometimes with words, sometimes with silence. And in those moments, the world falls away. What's striking is how different this is compared to their interactions with the rest of the group. While all of BTS share a powerful bond, there's something singular in the way Taehyung and Jungkook connect. Something you can't quite put into words but can always feel. In interviews, in rehearsals, in fleeting seconds off stage, their connection lingers in the background, unmistakable. Fans catch it in subtle gestures. An inside joke, a shared laugh, a lingering glance. Clues that go unnoticed unless you're truly watching. And yet, the beauty lies in how natural it is. Nothing about their interactions feels like it's meant to satisfy an audience. It's simply them existing side by side, writing their story in ways only they understand. This is what keeps fans captivated. Because behind the lights, the cameras, the rumors, there's something genuine, something untouched by expectation. A bond that has evolved over time, shifting from rare moments to a steady presence in each other's daily lives. Their trust has grown so visible that it no longer surprises anyone when they appear together. It feels natural, expected even. The kind of closeness you don't have to explain because it speaks for itself. And that's the mystery, isn't it? How two people can share so much without needing to say anything at all. How they can silence speculation simply by being in the same frame. How their quietest gestures tell the loudest story. So the question isn't whether the hat means something, or whether the photo was staged. The real question is, why do we keep searching for proof when the truth has been there all along? Because in the end, Taehyung and Jungkook don't need to prove anything to anyone. Their story is written in every smile, every glance, every unguarded moment they've shared over the years. And maybe that's why their bond feels so unforgettable. And here's the final thought. What if the moments we call small are actually the biggest ones? What if the love, the trust, the bond between Taehyung and Jungkook isn't about the obvious, but about everything in between? That's the story that continues to unfold, piece by piece, moment by moment. And it's one we can't stop watching. That's it from Kpop Fair, your ultimate K-pop destination. Remember, stay sparkling and always follow your heart. See you in the next video.
Then it's your chance to be ruthless.